for anyone who is watching or listening, I'd assume if you get a bunch of polka dots all over your body, probably don't clap a shirty. Okay? That is not the move, you know? You're going to give them monkeypox. Okay? Let's just settle it there. No more bats and no more monkeys. And no high school.
Billboards everywhere. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Chalked Podcast. I'm Bryce.
I'm Chris.
Enjoy the show. I have a really bad habit of not responding to things. Like when I'm talking in person, like I feel like it could be because I am like introverted, and like I feel like I'm the form of introverted sometimes where I'm like I don't have anything good to say, so I'm just not gonna say anything. So if like someone says something to me that like I don't know what to say to, I'll just not say anything, which is a very bad habit.
I didn't notice that. You've done it a couple times, but it doesn't seem like it's like something you do a lot.
Yeah, I don't do it that often. Bailey brings it up to me, like, because, well, she doesn't bring it up like to me, but like we'll be talking and she'll say something. I'll be like, and she's like, she's not gonna say anything. It's like,
no, you know what? I've done that too to like my mom. I do it on my friends on purpose just to piss them off. But like I've done that too to my mom where she'll say something, like when I go over there, she'll say something to me that I just feel like doesn't need a response.
Yeah.
And then she'll be like, that is so disrespectful. I'm like, oh,
yeah, I don't do it on purpose. It's just like, I don't know.
It's just like,
I think part of it also is like the way like that so like my first job ever, well, my first like real job before, like my first job I like did landscaping, so I never talked to people. But my like first real job is I used to be a caddy, and like we were taught like during the like caddy training that I'm not supposed to speak unless spoken to.
No way.
Yeah. So I like
for golf.
Yeah. So because I was a golf caddy for the number one country club in Colorado, and so like there's lots of I feel like this is probably like a caddy thing where it's just like you're supposed to be just there to like help, and they don't want people to be like just like talking to people all the time, especially with like being like at a golf course, like when people are golfing, you don't want to be like talking all the time.
Yeah.
So like I feel like I instinctually,
but like to go that far to
like
say you can't speak unless you're spoken to is
crazy.
Like
that was and so like I feel like whenever I'm in like especially in like a work context, I like have realized it now working in like a regular job where it's like something like I'll be like,
you're like,
I should,
you're waiting.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't saying a word.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like that also has been instilled into me because of that. So I was a caddy for like 5 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Did it pay well?
Oh yeah, it was one of the best jobs I've had. I haven't had that many jobs. But yeah, I mean, I used to golf all the time, and I love golfing. And then being a caddy was just so much fun because it paid really well. I only had to work 4 hours a day, and then I also got to golf for free on like the fucking best golf course in Colorado, like
that
once
is
a week.
So sick.
So yeah. And then it instilled this long-term,
yeah,
you
just can't speak anymore.
Just bad at talking.
Now I'm just thinking about you like hanging out with a bunch of friends, and they like ask you a question, you're like, and you just keep eating, like just no response.
Bro,
just
that's the worst too. Is like when I'm eating, like I'll people will just like someone will say something. Like I did this when I met one of my mods last week. I met Loaf.
Oh, in person?
Yeah. We went and got dinner last week. Yeah, I didn't tell you about this. I was gonna tell you about that.
What? Did she just go over there to see you?
No, she lives in she lives north of Seattle. Like it's like a
close.
hour and a half away, 2 hours. And like normally I wouldn't be like I went up to there to see her. That wasn't like the intent. But I am working in the same city like that she lives. So, and I was there overnight. So I was like, let's grab a drink, good food or whatever.
How'd that go?
It was awesome. It was like so cool. That was the first person that I've ever met, like from
Twitch.
Yeah, or just from the internet. Like I've never, I've never met anyone on the internet and then like physically met them in person. So it was really cool. And Loaf's such an awesome person. Like it was really fun. But like there was one point where I think both of us sometimes can be like socially awkward. And so like at the beginning of dinner, like right after we ordered, I think, and like sometimes like because when I first like meet someone in person or meet someone that I don't know very well, like I know Loaf through chat, but I don't know her like as like a person because I've never met them, right? I feel like I'm like more closed off than I am with like normal like other people, And so there's this point like right after we like initially met and then we like ordered food and then I like brought up the like topic that I like had thought about beforehand to like bring up, as you do, where both of us just had our like hands on the table and we're like looking around and Loaf goes, I'm kind of like socially awkward, like, and I was like, yeah, me too. It was fine, like it wasn't.
That's cool.
Yeah, but no, it was great.
Over it. Was she a catty too?
No. I think she's just also introverted.
Bro, what if she said that crap? Like you were having like just completely dead end conversations because both of you were caddies for 5 years.
We would say something and be like, yeah.
That'd be so funny, dude.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny.
Oh, but God.
Yeah. Now you're gonna notice. I've been really.
Now
trying
I'm
to
gonna look out for it.
I've been really trying to like work on it lately to not do that. So, I'm trying to be social.
I've only noticed it like a couple times.
Yeah. I don't know. Just like there's just moments where I'm like, I don't got anything to say. Nothing to say.
Nothing. Yo, Bryce,
how's your day going? That's why I'm a great podcast host.
Exactly, dude. The podcast forces you to keep talking. Exactly.
It's great. I mean, that's something that I found with like streaming that has been really good for me in like personal growth wise. Cause like, before I was still am, but like before streaming, I was very introverted. Like when I'm around people I know, like I'm like an extroverted introvert. So like when I'm with my, people I know, I'm very extroverted, but like normally in any other place that I don't know people, I like, it's hard for me to talk to people. And I feel like streaming has really like helped me, be able to like start conversations with people I just don't know, or, or just like make small talk and stuff more, which is, it's been cool.
100%. Like I would agree with that. I think, well, I don't know. Like when I got into college, I definitely became like extremely extroverted. Like
college too,
yeah, like because I was full-fledged in music. I had to meet so many people for opportunities, and we had to travel for choir and performances. So it really forced me to like buck up and like start conversations with these random people that I didn't even know. I was very uncomfortable, but it really like created some habits that helped me now. And like now I feel like I think I told you I was like in a group of people. Only one of them I knew from like a long time ago, and then all the other people in the apartment were people I did not know.
Yeah.
And I just talked to all of them. And like it was perfect. I was just like, okay, dude, I'm like a pro now at this point.
It just comes easy.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I did.
No, I think also like now I'm like really like trying to analyze why I'm like the way I am. But like I went to the same school from 3rd grade until I graduated high school. And so so I went to a private school, pre-K through 12 private school. And so that also probably is why I wasn't very good, talking.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
It's a very,
how does that work?
Very neat.
You got seniors hanging out with little 5-year-olds?
Well, so basically it like our school, it had like a campus. So there was like well, I always say lower school which I didn't know was not a thing that people say until I went to college, and people were like, what's fucking lower school? And it's like, elementary school. But it was called the lower school. And then so like they had separate buildings, so it's like not like you would like interact that much. Like you would see everyone at some point. It was a small school. I mean, my graduating class was 105 kids.
Was that
We were the biggest graduating class.
Biggest?
When I graduated. Yeah, I went to a super small private school.
Oh, but that was the croquet squad.
Yeah. That's why we could play croquet, because we had a small school.
Well, no, because it was bougie.
Yeah,
But that meant you knew everyone, huh?
Yeah, exactly. So like, I met people when I was in 3rd grade, and then, when I went from lower school to middle school, 5th grade to 6th grade, there was like, I don't know, 20 new kids, and then we all became friends. Was that annoying though? Like, I mean, it was and it wasn't. You mean like knowing everyone?
No, what I mean is like, say it's a lunch break and I'm a senior in at the high school and I'm eating my lunch, and then a bunch of 5-year-olds come up like being annoying.
They staggered lunches, so like lower school lunch was a different time than middle school lunch, and middle school lunch was a different time than upper school lunch.
I was like, bro, that would be so obnoxious.
Yeah, so there wasn't like we would have like all school assemblies, and then like that's pretty much it. Actually, that was the only time that that like the whole school or like people would interact with people that weren't in like lower school would interact with like upper school and stuff.
Okay, so then you grew up. I mean, that's kind of cool that you grew up with the same people the entire time.
Yeah, and so like my friends from high school, like we're like fucking really good friends because I've known them for a long time. Yeah. Like my best friends from high school, like one of my good friends, like I would say one of my best friends from high school, I've known him since the 3rd grade. One of my other best friends, I've known him since 6th grade. So it's like you become friends with people, and it's just like, and the thing with the small school is like the part that's not so great is like everyone knows everything about everyone. Just because it's so small, and like, people will say something and then be like, oh, everyone knows this now.
No, that's true. I think, there's definitely pros and cons to like going to like a smaller, or even living in a small town, like everyone knows you. Everyone knows this guy for this. Everyone knows this girl for this. So that's like, I think that's cool, but that's also scary.
Yeah.
But my school was definitely not small.
How big was your school?
It's a public school.
Yeah.
I think the graduating class was, I don't know, almost 1,000. I don't know. It was insane. Something crazy. I don't know. Maybe I'm bugging.
Yeah. I mean,
it was well into the hundreds.
Were you at like 3A, 2A? How does that work?
What does that mean?
Isn't that like how they distinguish how big schools are, is based on like the... Oh, you were a theater kid. Never mind.
What does that mean?
Well, like,
that's a double whammy.
Well, because like the reason,
were you a triple A?
The reason I know that my school is a 3A is because whenever I played sports, we played against other 3A schools. So it's like you play against other schools that are similar size, because like there was like 5A in Colorado, which is like the biggest high schools. Then it's like 4A was like in between that, and then we were 3A. So actually we were, which means if it's a scale from 1 to 5, we were in the middle, which would that makes me think that 1A and 2A are fucking tiny.
I was bugging.
Okay.
I looked it up.
Okay.
My high school had 2,100 students in it.
The whole high school.
The whole high school had 2,100 students.
Okay.
Only grades 9 through 12.
Yeah. That's still a big school though.
Yeah, so our graduating class was like probably like 500.
Okay. So like you were probably like a 4A in my scale.
Yeah, probably say like a penta quadruple A or something.
Okay. Yeah.
I have no clue. But yeah, dude.
But yeah,
catty vibes.
That's the way I am. That's the reason why the way I am.
Amen.
But then it changed because I went to a really big college, and then like like you said, college is also something that helped me force myself to get out of my comfort zone.
College is crazy, bro. I almost feel like, no, I'm not gonna say this.
No, say I want to know.
I almost feel like high school was pointless, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it was cool to like meet people and kind of understand social norms and what to do and what not to do in life. But like at the same time, every math class I took, I forgot. Every English class I took, I forgot. Spanish forgot. Like none of that was retained, especially in the field of music.
Yeah,
that
I was gonna say you did study music, so I could understand that.
But bro, even if you took like, I feel like even if you took math in high school and then went into college, you still have to take like 14 different math classes in college, don't you?
Yeah, but like, I guess it's different with other subjects, but like math builds on itself. Cause like, I still, like in college, I would use stuff that I learned in high school.
That you remembered.
Yeah. I remembered a lot of what happened in my, like math from high school and physics from high school, me being an engineer. I like taking those were really important, and a lot of the stuff that I learned in that like were building blocks of what I learned in college, and then help, you know.
I guess it really just matters on what you do after.
Yeah.
So do you think should people have to learn all of them like everyone else does?
Well, that's,
what do you think?
It's hard because people don't know what they want to do until the end of high school.
Some people
don't even know until after the end of college.
Yeah.
So it really, it does depend case to case.
Looking at it like that, they're kind of just giving us like a base, and they're like, okay, go do your thing.
Yeah, exactly. They like figure out what you like, and for your case, it was you didn't like any of the classes that you took, and so then you didn't retain any of that knowledge, and didn't need it.
But I hear that so much, and that's why I brought it up. Like, I hear people saying, like, I literally don't remember one thing from high school. Like, because, like, they went into accounting, and you don't learn accounting. And, like, I mean,
yeah,
a little bit, but, like, you learn all of, like, business-related stuff in college.
Yeah.
There's no business class in high school, at least from my high school.
I feel like there's definitely a lot of filler stuff in high school that probably isn't needed.
Yeah.
But it's probably good for people to, like, you know, I think like, you know, my high school was always about like, I went to a college preparatory school. This is the lens that I'm looking at it, is that, you know, colleges want to see well-rounded people, you know, not just, you know, fucking you're really good at one thing, you know, they want to see like that you can do other things, and, you know, so I feel like it is good in that where you can like learn about other things. And, you know, as someone who enjoys learning, I think it's cool to learn other things that maybe you're not as interested in, but there are things that is like, nah, that's not really that needed.
So I think we should come together.
Okay.
And cancel high school.
All right. Yeah, I'm down.
Just put on a billboard the Chalked Podcast, and then a big letters, drop shadow, shaking, saying cancel high school.
I'm sure a lot of high schoolers would get behind that.
And then everyone will become Twitch streamers. Everyone's gonna have TTV.
Yeah, they didn't teach me OBS in high school. Like, come on.
When they're filling out applications for real jobs, they're gonna put TTV, Samurai Bryce, TTV, like all that stuff.
Well, dude, that's the thing with the internet too. Is like nowadays, it's like there's a lot of stuff that you don't like. There's a lot of jobs where you don't even need to fucking go to school. Like, you can learn so many things on the internet and be just fine.
No, I 100% agree with you.
But yeah, it just depends.
I hate this hair.
I could tell that you were looking at it and hyperfixating about your hair.
You know why?
You should just cut it off.
I can't.
Why?
I made a decision.
Okay.
Get this. You ready for a story time?
Always. I'm a great listener.
Caddy vibes. All right, ready?
Yeah.
So, okay. Let me give you a frame of reference. I was hanging out with a girl. Okay.
A shorty?
Yes.
Okay.
Not gonna say anything that happened that night. but after certain events happened, I was talking to her, and I was like,
wait, was this recently?
Yes. I was like, should I get my hair cut?
Oh, you asked her?
Yes.
Okay.
And she was like, I love your beard and your hair looks fine. Like, nothing's wrong with it. I'm like, but I want to grow it out. And I know it's going to go through an awkward phase. Guess what it's doing right now?
The awkward
phase.
I was like, wait, grow it out? What do you mean?
Like, not your length. Not samurai
like,
length.
Are we talking luscious locks?
No, I'm talking more like surfer boy.
Like the e-boy haircut?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Have you ever grown your hair out?
No, never.
Dude, it's fun to like see what your hair does.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Yeah, that's what I did, and I just kept growing it.
So yeah, that's what I did, and I never cut it.
So in 2 years, you'll be right here.
No, that's what I want to do. So she was like, "Yeah, grow it out, do it. Like she thinks I'll look like Aquaman. Like not that long, but like with a man bun and like a full beard."
Isn't Aquaman blonde?
Nah, I don't think so.
I was picturing Aquaman as blonde. He's not blonde. He's got like highlights. He's got kind of curvy, like wavy hair.
But he's also ripped, so that's something else I need to do. I guess.
Has full body tats. You gonna get that too?
Well, no, I'm not talking about the tats, just the hair and the beard, because I can grow a mean beard.
He does have a nice beard.
Yeah, but I'm not a man yet. Well, I am. But like, that is a man.
I'm not a man yet.
If you've seen who Aquaman is, that is the definition of man.
Is this Jason Momoa?
Yes.
What's his name?
Yes.
It is, yeah.
He's a true Momoan.
What does that mean?
I don't know, dude. What is it? He's like Hawaiian, right? Or I don't know. Dude, just saying. I want to see what my hair does, okay? It's going to be awkward. I might not get the shirties. But, it might be a risk I have to take. Okay?
I'm excited for that. Also, he has longer hair than what you were describing.
That. But she was more talking about a bun. If I were to put it in like a bun.
You need kind of long hair to have a bun.
Yeah, I know. I'm contradicting myself, Bryce.
So she wants you to have a bun.
I'm just scared.
She wants you to have a man bun. I would love to see you with a man bun.
Oh, we have something to talk about.
Oh, okay. Did you just get a text?
Yes.
I got a text.
I'll go a text.
Okay. What is it? Our producer's texting us to remind us to what we need to talk about.
Oh yeah, the sponsorship. Hey everybody. Okay, listen. I got a text, and I'm glad I got the text. Okay. Fudging monkeypox.
Oh yeah, I actually listened to a podcast on the way home today about monkeypox.
Dude,
I still don't know what it is.
Are we gonna have a COVID version 2?
Yeah, I think it's well, I don't know. Well, do you know about it? I don't know that much about it, even though I listened to like 30 minutes. I do know about it. Okay, yeah, please tell me about it.
So apparently,
yep,
it is spreading faster.
Okay,
like a lot faster.
How does it
than
spread?
COVID. Viral.
Okay.
I don't know how to answer that question.
So it's like a normal
through
virus.
The air.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me make sure. Monkey.
Okay, because the only reason I asked that question is because I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about a Twitter thread about one of the first people to get monkeypox, and they were saying that they got monkeypox by way of they went to a gay orgy. And well, it was actually they went to a shower a shower orgy, a pee orgy. This podcast went from PG to X-rated really quick.
Yeah.
It sounded like they were like a sex worker. It was a guy sex worker, and then I don't have the context at all.
Dude,
sounds like they were drinking a lot of pee.
Dude, what the fudge?
Yeah, there was 2 different orgies. That's disgusting. Actually.
Okay. Wow. Monkeypox is a rare disease caused by infection. Monkeypox virus is part of the same family of virus as variola, the virus that causes smallpox.
Okay.
Monkeypox. Monkeypox symptoms are similar to smallpox symptoms, but milder. And monkeypox is rarely fatal. So that's what I was going to say before you mentioned orgies. It is spreading much faster.
Orgies.
It is spreading much faster than COVID, but it's less fatal.
Okay.
So it's pretty straightforward. Monkeypox was discovered when two outbreaks of like a pox-like disease occurred in the colonies of monkeys kept for research. So this is my point. In China, they got COVID from
What do you say?
freaking
Like in China.
in China, they got COVID from a bat.
Yes. Right? Yep.
Because it was from like a butcher that was eating bats. Whatever, they freaking eat everything.
Yeah.
And then they're doing fudging research on monkeys somehow.
But they didn't eat the monkey.
Probably. Who knows, right? But
we don't know. Right?
We always cause the fudging virus, bro. Like, what is this? And it makes you think. Like, you've heard all those conspiracy theories
I don't
about
think
like
we caused it, but it's like,
bro, a lot of people think that bat was like that stuff was planted.
I have heard the conspiracies about that. Did you see the second Borat movie?
No.
the second Borat movie, spoilers, came out like a year ago maybe. Yeah. But like the like end of the movie was basically like how Kazakhstan made it and gave it to Borat, and then they sent Borat to the US to bring, or no, they sent him to Wuhan and then basically he was the one he was like the first person to have it. And I don't know.
But that's my point. Like, it just comes out of nowhere. So now I've been getting constant, like, I got a text right now. I've been getting constant, all of my TikTok, prior to the 2022 outbreak, monkeypox has been reported in people in several West African countries. They were linked to international travel through imported animals.
Interesting.
So it is all over the place. Signs and symptoms: fever, headache, muscle aches, same exact symptoms as COVID.
So
like if you actually have COVID.
Do they have monkeypox tests now?
No, it's you will have pox all over your skin. Like, there's pictures. It says if you have monkeypox, a rash that can look like blisters that appear on your face, your arms, your hands, your feet. It's just kind of like chickenpox, like how it was noticeable. You know, it's just like that, except like more noticeable. Like, it's actual like bumps everywhere.
I feel like that's like, not that it's good, but that's a good thing to have as a symptom, because then you know if you have it or not.
Yeah, COVID was just like, every time I'd get like a little cold, I'd be like, oh, dude, I gotta freaking, I can't go anywhere for like a month. Like, my friends are gonna get sick, dude. They're gonna go to their families, dude. Like, what am I gonna do? And then I take a test and I don't have COVID. I'm like, what is happening? What is happening? Monkeypox.
You'll know.
Dude, it looked like a freaking polka dot, dude. Oh my gosh. This is scary. Okay, this is new that I just read. Monkeypox can spread in a variety of ways, and this specific way scares the crap out of me.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something about orgies. Sorry, continue. That was one of the moments where I should have just said nothing.
That was a catty moment. You know what I'm saying? Pregnant people can spread their virus to their fetus.
Damn, that's fucked.
That's so fudged. So if you're pregnant and you get monkeypox, the likelihood of the fetus surviving is like slim, because the fetus is not fully like grown, and like
they don't have an immune system. Jeez,
that's horrible. But it's kind of the same thing with COVID.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Is like, it's probably similar, right?
That's
but like,
scary.
But I think babies are like chilling, like, you know. They got I don't know.
Look at this. Monkeypox also spreads with face to face like contact.
Yeah,
Not like
kissing.
no, not like touching, just close to the way it's close, like closely looking at each
They have
other.
a picture of like two guys like really close to you.
Face to face, bro. No, but then it says kissing, cuddling, or sex.
Yes. Sex. That's
I'd assume
yeah.
for anyone who is watching or listening, I'd assume if you get a bunch of polka dots all over your body, probably don't clap a shirty. Okay? That is not the move, you know? You're gonna give them monkeypox. Okay? Let's just settle it there. No more bats and no more monkeys. And no high school.
Billboards
And-
everywhere. Shit. Yeah. It's real.
So yeah, that's monkeypox. That's it.
So have you heard of The Line?
The line.
Yeah.
No.
We're not talking about like anything related to what we normally talk about today, but I love it. Have you heard of The Line?
No.
Dude, okay. Hold on. Let me pull this up so I can be more accurate about what I'm about to say.
All right.
I heard about this yesterday. Yesterday is actually like when it came out. Like well, not it's been proposed for like some time, but like yesterday we got like there's a bunch of information about it. So, in short, The Line is a proposed smart linear city in Saudi Arabia, currently under construction. They will have no cars, streets, or carbon emissions. It's a 170-kilometer long city in part of Saudi Arabia, and so basically, imagine like a city, right? And you put all of that into a into a line. So it's like it's taller than the Empire State Building. And it goes for 170 kilometers, which is for our Americans, that's about 105 miles long. And
there's no cars.
yeah, so the renderings are fucking crazy. So basically, it's this. It basically just looks like this like like a rectangle that's like in the middle of, because like everything around it is just natural land, and then they have these like mirrored glass walls basically that go up. It's going to be taller than the Empire State Building, the whole thing, or sorry, than the Eiffel Tower. I don't know which one's taller, but it's the Eiffel Tower, really tall. And so it's like a 3-dimensional space, right? So like, because you would have, I think so the bottom basically has a like a light rail system or like a train that you can get from one side to the other in 20 minutes. So 150 miles long. So you can go anywhere in 20, you can go anywhere in less than 20 minutes. And so like there'd be housing, there'd be, you know, your grocery store, your schools, your anything that you would ever do is in The Line.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts. It's if you look
When
at
is this being made?
by 2030, I think is when they're expected to finish it.
Oh, so like very soon.
I mean, yeah, they're starting to. I guess it's. I think they were. It got like brought back up yesterday because I think they're like now. I think originally it was like an idea, and now they're like being like this is going to be an actual thing that's going to be made.
So I'm confused about what reflective walls.
Yeah,
What are you saying?
Look up a picture. Like, go to just search
the
the line and then go to like
it autofilled Saudi Arabia.
Go to the
God.
Go to the CNN article. Did you see that, the first thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like the walls are like mirror. So like if you just looked at it, it basically is trying to emulate, you know, like there's nothing there. But in fact,
but how wide is it?
The line is proposed to be 656 feet vertically. And will span. Oh,
It's gotta be pretty wide, right?
It just says 13 square miles. Wait, what?
Bro, this looks insane. Like, it looks crazy.
It literally, like, the pictures make it look like a fucking dystopian, like, movie.
No, it looks like
It's
futuristic fudging.
It's crazy.
Blade Runner fudging.
We'll have to overlay some photos.
That's so cool though. Like, that's so cool.
And it's gonna be like completely carbon neutral, so like solar power. And then the way that it's built is like there's gonna be like trees and vegetation on the top, and then the way it's built, like airflow like will go down into it because there's no top, right? And so it's gonna be like self-sustaining, and it seems really cool. I mean,
I'm just curious how this is gonna work, like withstand against like natural disasters, fudging. Like, I don't know, like, this is crazy that it's just a reflective line.
Yeah.
Like, I guarantee there's gonna be a ton of people that want to live there.
Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to. It says it will create 380,000 jobs and add $48 billion to the country's GDP. I was trying to look and see how many people.
I'm just curious, why Saudi Arabia?
I think Saudi Arabia's got like grandiose plans for shit like this.
I feel like this is definitely a Dubai thing.
I think like the way that you're thinking about Dubai is similar to how Saudi Arabia is.
Yeah.
In terms of
I'd
wanting
assume
to
so.
be crazy in innovation. 100% renewable energy, and it'll preserve 95% of the land for nature.
That's so crazy, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it would be like part of me thinks this is really cool. Also, part of me thinks that this will create like, it'll be fucking like a horror movie.
No, same. Like, imagine like crime in something like this.
Well, yeah, so I was watching another video about it that like there's going to be like lots of infrastructure for like cameras everywhere with like facial recognition and like
it's gonna be crazy futuristic.
And like you know how like a Tesla how it has autopilot and it like knows where everything is. It'll be like that. Yeah.
That's scary, man. Also, that's another thing, dude. Did you see Elon's speech on AI?
No.
Dude, we're just going like talking about this. Elon made a speech about AI taking over. And
okay.
he was just saying, like, he said we should be spending way less time on war accusations, like people fighting people, and we should spend way more time on realizing that if there are more advancements made in the robotics and AI industry, that AI will far supersede humans in like 10 years, like just destroy our world.
Yeah,
that's what he's saying. And then it cut to a conversation with an AI that is currently made, and it was making like completely logical responses. It was the scariest crap ever, bro. Like that stuff scares me, bro. Like they literally already have an AI that is like competent, that like understands, like not Siri, like it's weird, bro.
Yeah. Well, that's so, like the, not to cut you off, but like that's kind of like what the plot starts to allude to for the 100, the TV show, that there's this AI that gets created, and the AI is actually what caused all of the like nukes in the world to blow up the world, because it didn't think it was a good place to be inhabited because of all of the people.
Bro, that's what, you know how many movies are made about AI destroying the world? Like hundreds of thousands of movies made about fudging AI killing everybody, and they keep going. Like it just doesn't make sense to me. I feel like we should go a separate way. Stuff like this though is super cool. Like crazy advanced infrastructure, fudging flying cars, light rails, like stuff like that. That's cool. But fudging robots, I just don't think we need it. I don't think we do.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of that coming in the future.
Listen, I get scared because of the Alexa in my mom's house. Okay? I turn off Siri on my phone. I'm not having any of this, dude. When I move to the line in Saudi Arabia, no robot's telling me what to do. I'll tell you that.
I don't know. It seems like there's going to be everything you do will be monitored and will be like everyone will know what's going on, or like the government, or I don't know, someone will know. The AI, Alexa 3.0 will be all knowing of everything that's happening. But yeah, it's scary. It's scary and cool. That's what we've done in this world.
Yeah, scary and cool.
Yeah.
Hide the nukes, everyone.
Yeah.
You texted me about a freaking account for a special tournament. Explain.
That was such a yes, I did. I texted Chris several times about this to only get one response, and he didn't even do what he said he was
I don't know
do.
what he's talking about.
The World Series of Warzone is coming up in the next few weeks, which is very exciting for competitive Warzone players and the like.
Oh, yeah.
And we will be entering to compete. And then the way that they're doing it this year is actually really cool, because normally I think last year they did 2v2s, right?
Dude, I had no clue.
I think last year they did like a 2v2 style bracket to determine. Yeah, they did. Because I think we played in it. But they basically the way they're doing it this year is it's going to be, so it's a $600,000 tournament. One of the biggest, I think it's the biggest Warzone tournament that's been done so far. And basically it's split up into North America and Europe. So 300 for North America, 300K for Europe. The structure is basically they have open qualifiers, so anyone in the world can enter. Well, I guess anyone in NA or Europe, I guess. I don't know how it works, but the first round for like qualifying is public, so anyone can play, and it's a trio format, and it's pubs. So basically, it sounds like they're going to have a dedicated playlist in the game that you can click, that you can start playing on, I believe it's August 12th. It's a 3-day long for the first round, and it's like the best 10 games from those 3 days count towards your team's score. And so you're basically just playing against everyone else who's going to be playing that playlist. I don't know if it's going to be, that playlist is going to be open to anyone to join, or if it's only open to people who are registering for the open call.
I'd assume that it's just people who are registering. So that's like, I'm very iffy. Like, do I like the idea or not? Because it's basically like those 3 days, we're just playing a billion games of customs.
Yeah.
To qualify for harder customs. Yeah. Like that's how I think it's gonna happen.
Yeah. So I think they pick the top 40 teams from that, and they go on to play in a trios custom format. And then the top 20 teams from that go on to like the finals, playing against 20 other pre-selected teams of like the pros. And then from that, they'll be the however they do the winners and stuff. And then there's a solo game at the end of the finals. It's a solo game that's worth $100,000 for just one game of solos, which is really cool. Yeah, and if you guys didn't see that, Scump won last year's solo and he won $100,000. The clip is absolutely insane. Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, it's so beautiful. But I'm actually really excited, man. I did not compete last year, so I'm really excited to compete this year. Even if we don't do well, I think it's a really good experience. Yeah, 100%. I think it'll be really cool. And I think it's really cool the way they're doing it with like the playlist too, because I think this is kind of like a first look at how a ranked mode will look in Warzone, right? Because it's like this is now the first time where they have a dedicated mode in the game where people are playing to do well, and that only certain people can play. Hopefully, yes. Yeah, that's what we're assuming. That's what it sounds like. Yeah, and so that'll be really cool. But yeah, it will be like pub customs. Pub customs to qualify for customs. Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, depending on how many people register, there might be some bots.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So
we have to find the times where the bots are playing the
usually
game mode.
4 a.m, fucking bots wake up.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't play at 9 a.m. when everyone else is going to be playing. We like wait.
I don't know.
Wait till like the weird hours. I don't know.
I think we just gotta play a lot and kind of test out like when, you know.
I'm excited for it though. It'll be fun.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun, dude. So much comms, like just sweaty freaking comms, bro.
Yeah. So Chris and I and Dab, who you know from the podcast, will we're gonna be playing together. And
so tune in.
Yeah, tune in to our streams August 12th through the 14th.
And that's all, folks.
And that is all. Thank you guys so much for watching the Chalk Podcast. Check us out on TikTok, YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already. Instagram. Check us out on Spotify.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.